and good morning everyone. This is flight ADS557 to Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. This flight is assisted by the cabin crew, Nurul Anizah Binti Sahidrasul, Atikah Fitri Binti Amirul, Afzan Binti Zainorain, and Lydiana Lisad. This flight will take approximately 11 minutes. For your safety, please give all your attention during this whole video presentation. Thank you.
AirAsia Berhad is a Malaysian multinational low-cost airline that was established in 1993 and started operation in November 1996. Originally, it was created by DRB Highcom, and in December 2001, Tony Fernandes purchased the heavily indebted airline for a symbolic price of RM1, with debt totaling 40 million Malaysian ringgit. AirAsia headquarters are located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and it is the largest airline services among the Malaysian airline by fleet size and destination offered. Tan Tony Fernandes turned the firm around in 2002, gaining money and setting off on a new route from its hub in Kuala Lumpur, slashing Malaysia airline rates to as low as RM1. AirAsia is not only recognized for their lowest rate, but also provide quality services with their famous tagline, "Now everyone can fly." AirAsia offers both domestic and international flights to more than 165 destinations in 25 countries. AirAsia has flown 51 million passengers to date, owing to their belief in no-frill, no-hassle, low-fare business model and the belief that cutting costs is important. AirAsia vision is to be Asia's largest low-cost airline services, which can serve the 3 billion people who are now undeserved due to inadequate connectivity and high fare, while their mission is to create a worldwide recognized Asian symbol and be the finest company to work for, where employees are treated as members of a huge family.
Considering countries' government have established travel laws to break the COVID-19, AirAsia has launched SCAN2FLY for the benefit and peace of mind of the passengers, as well as the authorities of every country they fly to. According to AirAsia website, AirAsia is one of the first airlines in the world to offer the service for PCR test certificates and other travel-related documentation verifications. However, not all passengers on AirAsia are required to use SCAN2FLY. Singapore is one of the countries that demands a safe travel as well as PCR test certificate. SCAN2FLY is only required for guests visiting particular regions where the local government has passed specific laws. In addition, guests who use SCAN2FLY to update and verify the information during self-check-in didn't have to go to the counter to display a health declaration or test certificate. This speeds the check-in process and saves guest time by avoiding the need to queue at the counter. It's shown that prior to the restart of flights, AirAsia improved digital safe check-in as part of its safety protocols, thus to make contactless between all passengers during the pandemic.
The first trend is advance in computer-based technology. By using artificial intelligence (AI), SCAN2FLY was designed to enable all AirAsia passengers to scan and upload all relevant medical certificates that will be needed by our country and the destination country. The uploaded document will be processed by AirAsia using artificial intelligence (AI) in order to confirm whether they are eligible to fly out of their area by the authorities or not and have a valid COVID-19 negative certificate. According to Copland DJ, AI can be defined as a capacity of digital computer or a computer control robot to accomplish activities that are generally associated with intelligent being. The phrase is usually referred to the endeavor of producing systems with human-like cognitive processes such as the ability to reason, discover meaning, generalize, and also learn from prior experience. For SCAN2FLY, all decisions that has been made will be depend on the variable, such as the date and type of test, as well as whether or not they were performed by a recognized clinic or hospital. And all of this will be evaluated using AI, since it has been programmed to carry out complex tasks such as discovering proof. Not only that, they also use cloud-hosted technology, which is tightly integrated and adapted to AirAsia application, and it is also built with comprehensive information protection. Other than that, in terms of strategic collaboration, as we know, AirAsia knowledge and experience for innovation can no longer be denied. According to TTR Weekly, AirAsia has won a leading innovation award during the Airline Strategy Award 2021 on November last year. AirAsia has partnership with various types of tech giant companies, including Grey Matter. As we know, Grey Matter is one of the big data companies that provide distribution of software to businesses, as well as software reseller and cloud service provider that are dedicated to existing developer, independent software vendor (ISV), and technology-driven businesses in succeeding and focusing in minimizing any business opportunity. This company has successfully implemented more than 200 business intelligence projects for various types of industry, which more focus on the airport sector. With this collaboration of AirAsia team and the expertise from Greymatter, which both of these companies has their own skill and experience, it absolutely will become the strength of the establishment of SCAN2FLY in certain airports under the AirAsia airline services.
The first weaknesses is huge investment. AirAsia needs to develop new ways to innovate in their company, which they call SCAN2FLY, in order to stay in business. Passengers' personal information such as identification numbers are stored in this program. As a result, the applications must be well developed and costly in order to protect the passengers' privacy. According to Get Right Digital, in general, the cost of designing a mobile applications in Malaysia starts at 10,000 ringgit Malaysia and goes up from there. Since it is for a huge corporations and will be used for a long period, SCAN2FLY might cost more than 1 billion ringgit Malaysia, involve the cost for the certain country that required to use safe travel pass, not counting applications maintenance. As a result, the more sophisticated the applications, the higher the cost. It's shown that AirAsia will have to invest significant amount of money in order to adopt the SCAN2FLY applications and meet the expectations of its customer. Next is strong existing competitors. According to BBC Bite-Size, all businesses are affected by their competitors in some way, and this can have an impact on the decisions they make. For example, even though so far only AirAsia can make applications that can verify documents through these applications, which is SCAN2FLY, in the future, competitors like Malindo and Masul do more innovations to make sure these services are the best quality they can be, with the aim of attracting more customers use them than the other airlines. As a result, AirAsia must continually updating and introducing new products and services in order to stay in business and be more attractive in order to compete with the strong competitors. This could be an AirAsia weaknesses because while AirAsia produces SCAN2FLY, Mas and Malindo may come up with their own innovations in the future that are more appealing and secure than SCAN2FLY because they are powerful competitors who have already seen how the scenario is.
Next, we're moving on to the opportunities. SCAN2FLY by AirAsia has opened a big opportunity for AirAsia to create a competitive advantage since AirAsia has implemented innovative technologies to improve the customer journey, making flying more hygienic and seamless, most importantly, applicable to the current situation. SCAN2FLY allows the online safe check-in procedure, where AirAsia customers can scan and upload their medical certificates and other necessary documents. Not only that, as for the adaptation of people towards the application was also good since the AirAsia application is convenient to use for everyone. It does not require any fees and less time consuming as long as you get a good connection internet while using it. Last but not least, it will also minimize costs. The cost may be high at one time, but it will reduce the long-term expenses. For instance, the SCAN2FLY features by connecting the company with the passengers, it will reduce the spoilage rate.
One of the threat or factor that could give a problem in implementing the SCAN2FLY application is knowledge of the people. This is because some passengers did not know how to adapt with the application. This commonly happens among the elderly because they resist to learn on how to use the application and they are more comfortable with direct interaction. Elderly frequently have lower responsiveness, making it difficult for them to keep up with fast-paced technology. The elderly are hard to adapt and understand with this new technology since they are already aged and it is hard for them to learn in a short time. If the elderly want to go to certain countries that require COVID-19 verification, which require them to use the SCAN2FLY application, they must first ask their relative to do it for them since they do not have the knowledge on the application. Otherwise, they would have to queue at the counter. I will explain on how SCAN2FLY is an improvement of current offerings. Nowadays, every country, including in Malaysia, has experiencing the COVID-19 pandemic. Most companies are trying to find the best improvement in terms of the products or services in order to adapt with current situation. With SCAN2FLY, the passengers can scan and upload their medical certificates during the self-check-in process. In other words, it means contactless check-in where it speeds up the passenger check-in process and saves their time to avoid missing a flight. Since Malaysia are currently practicing new norms due to COVID-19 pandemic, these applications are very efficient to reduce staff interaction at the airport as well as to reduce the COVID-19 infection in the community. Furthermore, it also can be seen that SCAN2FLY is an improvement for current offerings because it is to check on passengers' health before getting on the plane. Passengers who want to fly to countries such as Singapore and Indonesia must take PCR test before entering the country. Passengers can use SCAN2FLY to upload their medical certificate, such as PCR test result or Safe Travel Pass, to ensure they have COVID-19 negative certificate and has been approved to fly by various authorities. In addition, the passengers does not need to worry about their health status, either they have been infected by the virus because the result have shown that it is negative and safe for them to travel. Hence, the adaptation of this new SCAN2FLY application have improved the quality of service to customer as the passengers does not require help from the staff directly and help the company to sustain more longer.
As for the analysis of future business or potential for the service, ASIA can sustain its innovation as long as they keep upgrading their system so that there will be no problem occurs in the future. Most importantly, they can provide more efficient service with the innovation, which led to less time consuming to arrange it. Not only that, since it's our country Malaysia, ASIA Airlines was the first one to launch these features, surely the people will choose ASIA Airlines than the other airlines because it is more convenient to fly with. Lastly, if the SCAN2FLY performance is getting better in the future time, they can attract and invite new investors to invest to their company. Through the investment, ASIA can come up with many more innovations that can make both of their employee and passengers become more convenient to use their service.
In conclusion, AirAsia has implemented SCAN2FLY as one of their innovation in accordance with the COVID-19 pandemic. This innovation is an artificial intelligence-based services that allow the passenger or customer to upload the required document that are necessary during the self-check-in for specific country due to COVID-19 pandemic. With this implementation, there are many positive impacts, and one of it is reduce the possibility of COVID-19 rate to be increasing.